Oh yeah, alright. Got my gears and chain all lubed up and clean. It's a gorgeous day outside. Ooh, yeah, let's ride, baby. Oh. Who's there? Right, left, stop. Right, left, stop. Why, I'm you from the future, of course. I am ready, Ross, and I'm ready to ride. You're not going out like that, are you? Right, left, stop. Well, yeah, of course I'm going out like this. Don't I look rad? And, what's that you're doing? Right, left, stop. Rad? I can barely see you. And are you telling me you don't know the secret cycling ciphers? Right, left, stop. Right, left, stop. My word! We have much to discuss. Quickly now, put on your thinking helmet. Right, left, stop. Helmet? Thank you for sitting down to talk with me. Now, I have brought many texts. Let us peruse these now, and we will be writing by morrow's eve. Nah, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Got anything else? Let's see if I have anything else. Ah yes. I have this 1,000-yard scroll. TLDR. No? Okay. How about a digital video disc? Huh? I believe you know it as a DVD. You watch DVDs in the future? Whatever. Good evening. This is Bike World News. I'm your host, Cy Bikeman, here with a special Bike World News report. The bike-o-cryptologists who have recently unearthed ancient cycling tablets written in Cyclopean hieroglyphs have just finished translating the mysterious messages, and we have them live here today via my earpiece to deliver what will most likely be a paradigm-shifting truth bomb. Here it is. Right? Left? Stop? Ring ring on your left. Okay, and now I'm being told that this means you'll be turning right. This means you'll be turning left. And this means that you'll be coming to a stop soon. The last two things I said don't have any signs, but I'm being told that they're most effective when said together. Ring ring on your left. The bike-o-cryptologists are also telling me that this discovery will bring an immediate halt to the mind-reading technology currently being developed by their neuroscientist colleagues. They also have this quote. This elegantly simple language will help us communicate our intent so that we may share the roads safely with everyone else. Turning, stopping, and passing will have a high success rate if we all adopt this ancient wisdom unknown to humanity before today. Well, my viewers, there have been few moments in my humbling tenure as your host of Bike World News than that we have shared today. The key to our collective prosperity is communication. This is a life-saving perspective. Thank you. Cy Bikeman, World Bike News. Alright, welcome to the reenactment dramatization portion of this tutorial. So, We're talking about bicycling etiquette, specifically announcing and passing. And all this is really just about safety. We're keeping ourselves safe and the people around us safe by communicating our actions and our intentions of what we're going to do. Because this is kind of a chaotic situation, right? We got a lot of people sharing this space and everybody's moving at different speeds. And so we got to kind of figure out a lot of stuff out within a short amount of time. We got cars, sidewalk, pedestrians on the sidewalk. You know, there might be some more cyclists in the bike lane. There might be like a driveway up to somebody's house. There's a lot going on. So what this etiquette does is help us make order of all this chaos by, following some standardized rules. So, since we can't know what everybody else around us is going to do, this is why we have to communicate. So, there are some rules about announcing and passing. So when do you announce? The time when you announce is when you need to pass somebody who's going slower than you, either a cyclist or a pedestrian. And why do you announce? So you need to announce because it's very loud outside, and when we're riding our bikes, we're outside, especially when you're sharing the road with cars, and you're in ostensibly like a city center. So we need to use some verbal and nonverbal communication when we're passing in this situation, and we'll cover that next. Let's say you're riding your bike, jamming along. Of course, you have your high visibility gear, and you see a bike in front of you and it's going a little slower than you. In fact, it looks like it's taped to the ground. That's pretty bad. So you'd like to get around the bike and just continue on your merry way. A few things you need to do. Since you're in the bike lane sharing the road with all these cars, you need to make sure that you have some room to your left. So you need to look around your shoulder. If you have a mirror on your bike, look in the mirror, make sure there aren't any cars coming up behind you immediately, and that you have some space. So let's say Wario's given us some space here. Going to get into the center of the lane with the cars. You're going to want to signal as you do this. Kind of just point out your left arm and tell everybody you're getting into the lane. And as you're passing the other cyclist, you're going to want to ring your bell, say on your left, just to let them know that you're coming behind them, and you're going to be on their left-hand side, and then she'll be passing them. That's the universal language we use. So at this point, Toad will be a little farther up. You'll be passing this guy and get back into the lane as soon as safely possible and just keep jamming. So yeah, it's basically we're combining some nonverbal communication with the signal with some verbal communication, the ring and the announcement, for our friend in front of us to communicate different ways based on who can see and hear us. And so this is how we keep safe on the road. Alright, now we're off the road, off that noisy road, and now we're on the multi-use trail. So we're going to have pedestrians and cyclists on here and no cars. Whoa! Get out of here. Okay, so like I said, no cars, and that's going to make passing and announcing a little different. For a few reasons. One of the reasons is because you'll be going into oncoming traffic. These people right here are going to be moving left. You're going to be moving that way on the right. And and then there aren't any cars like I mentioned before. So as a result, you can make a few assumptions, and I hate using that word, but you can expect people to do a few things if they're using the trail properly. You can expect this oncoming traffic lane, cyclists and pedestrians, you can expect them to be looking forward, right? So you can expect them to see you because you're coming this way. Another thing that you can expect people to do is if there are cyclists coming behind you wanting to pass you, they will do exactly what we are going to do right now, which is announce yourself. So for that reason, when you're trying to pass Mr. Domo over here in the red, you don't necessarily need to look to your left and signal to get into this lane, because you can expect that if somebody wants to get to your side and in front of you, they'll let you know. So you should know if they're trying to do that. It's always a good idea to do that, to look and signal, but you don't necessarily have to on the trail. So if you want to pass this pedestrian, Domo's not going so fast today. Just need to make sure you have some room on the left-hand side So it looks like the cyclist is already passed right there, and you have a pedestrian moving pretty slowly. So you got a nice window right here to work with. However, Domo cannot hear you, so you need to do good old on your left as you pass, go into the lane, and then go back into your lane as soon as safely possible because you don't want to run into anybody. So that's the basics of passing on a trail. And yeah, if you follow these pretty simple rules and stay safe and slow down when you need to, everybody will have a nice time and yeah, enjoy the outdoors.